Hey guys, this is Roger from Roger's Reviews and Tree Life Tree Service. Today we're going to talk about tree removal. We had a tree over top of the house the other day, and I had a customer that I've known for quite some time, and he wanted it trimmed as much as possible, and then later on it was inevitable, the tree was dying, so we went ahead and removed it. I've been using the same crane operator for probably over 10 years, and I try to stick with the same. Once I start using somebody and they're good, I stay with them. So in a lot of our videos, you probably, if you see the detail, we don't, me and the crane operator, we use hand signals, and every once in a while we talk a little bit, but we pretty much know what we're gonna do. We take things small, easy, safe as possible, and take it out of there. So yesterday, another thing I like to do, if you're using a crane, and if you have any time at all, I like to go in first. And that's what's nice about not having a lot of overhead, not having a lot of employees. What I'll do is go in maybe a day ahead of time or a couple of hours ahead of time, and I'll pre-trim the tree and kind of get it ready for crane work. Because a lot of times when you have a crane in there, especially if you have a bucket truck, you can go in and clean out and give the bucket truck area to work. I remember when I first started and we didn't have a bucket truck, it took a while just to create a space just for the bucket truck or for the crane to work. And a lot of times they would throw you in and push you into the debris, and you'd have to kind of cut your way through to just start the crane work. And then you were kind of limited on what you could pull out, because a lot of times there was branches and stuff in the way, and it would slow the process down. So I usually do as much as I can by myself with a bucket truck and maybe like one helper. And then I get to the point like I did yesterday, I pulled everything off the tree that I could that was safe. And I roped, we didn't have to rope anything, but I usually rope a few things too, and it worked out perfect. After I got everything as far down as I could, we folded I got the debris out of the way, the crane came. And instead of having the crane there all day or more than 3 or 4 hours, he was able to come in and take maybe 3 or 4 picks, and we were done. So he was not even there probably like half an hour. That's set up and gone, and everything. So, and also one more thing, I don't know if you guys seen this or not, I was removing a stump, and there was a century plant beside it, and I just nipped a couple of the leaves were kind of like in my way, so I just nipped them off, just the tips, with my saw. And this is what happened. This is like a day later, it started burning, and this is after I already, as soon as I felt it burning, I went over and took some soap and washed it, rinsed it off, washed it and rinsed it off a few times, and I still ended up with blisters. So if you guys are working around century plants, be very careful. The best way to remove them, if you can, is just grab them with the machine and pull them out. Because we were on a job, and one of my guys didn't know about the century plants, and he was cutting them, and he got it everywhere. This just sprayed a little bit from the saw, and I might have bumped it. But be very careful, because a lot of people are more sensitive, but it will welch you up, and it'll burn, and the burning sensation won't go away for a while. So I recommend, see, this century plant looked different, so there's a lot of different species and a lot of different flavors. So, like, do not underestimate these plants. They will bite you. So, you know, I knew better. I just took off like a little tiny piece on 2, and it sprayed me. So as soon as it started burning, I knew. I thought it was a century plant. I wasn't sure, but now I know. There's a lot of different varieties and species. Best thing to do is cold water and like Dawn or something. Try to get as much of the poison off you as you can. and just run cold water over it. But you will get blisters and they will pop, and I'm not sure if the blisters will re-penetrate your skin, but I recommend that if you do pop these, just to, you know, take a wet cloth and wipe them, and do not touch your face, your eyes, or anything like that. But yeah, stay away from century plants. If you have to remove them, do not cut into them. Try to pick them up, pluck them out with a grapple, and that's it. Set them by the curb and let a grapple pick them up. Just be very careful when they break, because it's almost like an aloe plant. It has that soft, wet, like a spongy inside, and it'll get everywhere. So try not to break them if you can. Pluck them out, put them by the curb, and let the whoever's picking up your debris, let them know. So that way the people raking and stuff will not. Wear gloves, rubber gloves, long sleeve shirt, and, you know, maybe even like safety glasses. Just wear as much protection as you can, because if you squeeze that stuff or it blasts on you, you're gonna have these blisters everywhere. So anyway, this is Roger with Roger's Reviews. If you like this video, crush the like button, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.